about time. What's going on?
Rumor Report, Rumor Report. This is the Rumor Report.
Talk to him.
With Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club.
Well, over the weekend, it was April Fool's Comedy Jam at the Barclays in Brooklyn. DJ Envy was DJing. And one person who was on stage, and we did have Rip Michaels here discussing this, T.I. was part of the lineup. You know, he's been doing his stand-up comedy thing, and didn't go so well at the Barclays. Here's what happened.
Fight back.
I tell you what you
Fight back.
Envy. I know, I got an advantage. I wish that mother would, you sorry, ungrateful mother. You would. Hell is you talking about? You got the right mother one, man. I really do appreciate. Hey, listen, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I love you, mother, more than you'll ever know. This is something that I enjoy doing, and I appreciate y'all allowing me the opportunity to stand up and do what I love.
That's what happens when you're a seasoned veteran on that stage, when you're a seasoned performer. You know what to do when you're drowning.
I will say this. See, when he came out, the crowd was super duper excited to see him. They did start booing him, and not like the low boos, the boo boos.
To boo boo.
Nah, because some people are like, how was the boos? No, they booed. It was
saw
booed.
it.
And he stood his ground. He stood there his whole 15-minute set. He did not waver. He did his full set. And then right at the end, he turned around, Envy, play something. I got an advantage. He played it, and then he kind of went at the crowd, and the crowds, they went from booing, and then they all stood up, and then kind of him a standing ovation. It was
You thank them for booing him. You can't get upset.
It was the craziest thing, but he stood his ground.
And you know what? Those larger venues like that, those are really, really difficult to perform in because you can't make
For
that.
who?
For a lot of people.
Dave Chappelle's out there like, for who?
For new comedians.
Chris Rock is like, for who?
No, for
Yeah, I mean, he's
Andrew Schultz is like, for who?
No, I've
he's
seen.
brand new at this, and you can't tell me it's not
Well,
harder
say
to
that.
do that.
Yeah, say
than
that.
it is
Say
to
brand
do.
new artists.
But I've also
Yeah, but
seen
it is harder to do
seasoned
bigger venues
comedians
than
get booed.
smaller ones.
I've seen seasoned comedians get booed and walk off that stage depending on the crowd. And that Brooklyn Barclay crowd is not that crowd to play with. But I've seen it before. Seasoned vets, they get up there and they start hearing the boo, and they be like, all right, thank y'all so much. All right, rip. And then, I see that all the time.
Yeah, smaller audiences tend to be more intimate. You can really make more of a connection.
And you're not going to boo somebody when they can see you.
Hey, if you know anything about me, then you know I love a good bombing. Okay, if you see me at a comedy show laughing hard, it's because the person is either really funny or really bombing. And if you're able to finish your set, it's not a terrible bombing, because a terrible bombing is when the boos don't stop and you have no choice but to exit stage left.
There was one over the weekend, a white gentleman that's on Wildin' Out. And I don't think he planned this out right. Because when he got out there...
At the Barclays?
Yes, man, bro.
Booed him to death?
Tough crowd.
He stopped his set.
That's what I'm saying.
He got out of Dodge.
Because when they don't want you on stage, you will not be on stage. They will keep booing.
Well, here's T.I. explaining the booze.
One joke started the booze. One joke was okay. I tell you what it was.
I know.
A part of my set was, if anybody hear a word they don't understand, raise your hand and I give you the definition. The word was anonymity. Conversation was, fame sucks. Enjoy your anonymity as long as you can. Someone raised their hand. Anonymity is the act of remaining anonymous. As soon as I gave the definition, boo.
That wasn't the one, though. I think it was the one when he was talking about nailing his son's mom, which is his wife.
How him and his son don't have
That's
a
the
good,
one I think.
a good relationship because he was nailing his son's mom.
That's the one.
I was nailing her.
That's the one I think made Brooklyn.
It was a little
That's
before
what brought on the Brooklyn Boys.
It was before
It was a little
Envy was there.
before
He's
that.
seen
It was a little before that.
the
But
progress.
but when he did that part,
That's when people got sick.
downhill.
They were disgusted.
All right, now here's what T.I. had to say about performing in New York City on that stage at the Barclays.
I'm here for that.
You here for all that smoke, the New York smoke?
I'm here for that. My only question to you, if you get booed and have a standing ovation, do they cancel each other out?
Well, somebody have to show the stand ovation. The only thing online right now.
I mean, hey, bro, everybody, it was a sold-out crowd. Therefore, we'll have an opportunity, I'm sure to come out eventually. Bad news sell way faster than the good news, so I'm sure.
Now, T.I. held it down, and then after as soon as he walked off, we did a whole T.I. mix, and the crowd went crazy.
But you got to be careful about the standing ovation after the boo. because they could be standing ovation because they're happy that you're leaving the stage.
Well, Nelly wrote in the
was-
comments.
That's true. That's a fact.
But that wasn't it, though.
Nelly wrote in the comments on the Shade Room, tell me what comedian hasn't got booed, a part of earning your stripes, that's a part of entertainment, period. And then Tank also said those kinds of crowds want to hear you do what they know you for. He has to build a set that involves his music and comedy. He'll be fine, speaking from experience.
Yeah.
Because, you know, Tank's been doing stand-up as well.
And that's the only difference, right? Somebody like T.I., that's a big stage, right? So being that that's a big stage, people don't get that opportunity so early. So
Correct.
those mistakes, those boos, you really don't get to see it. That usually happens in a small comedy club somewhere.
Correct.
You
And
know?
T.I. wasn't opening. He wasn't like the first 2, 3, 4 acts. He was damn near, I think, second to closing or third to closing. So he wasn't like an opening act.
I enjoy it. I enjoy a good bombing.
All right, now Wiz
I do. I
Khalifa
think it builds
and
character.
Gilly the Kid have been having a back and forth, and it all started with Gilly saying that he was unfollowing Wiz Khalifa after Wiz has been posting these videos where he's been working out in his shorts.
Wiz Khalifa, man, I love you, brother. You know what I mean? I'm still riding around, you know, banging black and yellow. And when I see you again, you a legend, man. It's Pennsylvania, baby. Philly to Pittsburgh, but I had to unfollow him today, man. Every time I come on my page, man, you in your drawers, man. Every day, man, I can't do 8 in the corner pocket every day. So you had to unfollow you, play. I love you, though, man. You know you my brother for life, man. When Wiz stop being in his drawers, can y'all DM me and let me know so I can go back and follow my brother? But until then, see ya.
Well, Wiz wasn't laughing.
I thought it was jokes.
And here's what Wiz had to say.
I'm gonna address this one time. Say who be telling me to put clothes on in the gym or unfollowing me because I make them uncomfortable. Y'all the same who laughed at people when they read in high school or said that you sound stupid because you sound smart. Y'all are negative. And you know what I do with negativity? See ya.
I think you need to allow people to grow because I never laughed. I never called anybody whatever the smart dumb thing. I never did that.
You did laugh at people when they read. That seems like you.
Absolutely.
It seems like Gilly too. It seems like both of y'all would
And
laugh at
yes,
people
we did.
when they read and couldn't get the right word out.
Especially our friends. Our
Well,
friends were the ones we laughed at the most.
Gilly posted, you tell the
Yes.
N-word, put some shorts on. He tells IG, you're bullying him and get your page deactivated. I was playing. Then he said, these rappers so vagina. And then Wiz responded, I didn't get that child's Instagram deleted. I even offered to help him get his page back, and he declined. See ya. And here's what Gilly had to say.
I appreciate all the support, man. You know, I talked to that super soft, extra sensitive, swab, cotton ass, right? He said, you hurt my feelings. He said, people was laughing at me, Gilly. I don't like to be laughed at. He said, I felt like you was bringing down another black man. I was like, because I told you to put some drawers on? I mean, because I told you to put some shorts over top of your drawers? I'm bringing down another black man? Yeah, so extra super soft, cottony swab. It's all good. You can't own a real back, though, man. I'm the streets, man. Got 30-something million followers and 400 comments. They don't matter no more. Plus, our money already in the bank.
I can't believe this turned into this.
It seems weird.
It started off, I felt like as a
you can't
joke.
say that. I mean, that's why it's just better to mind your business because it's all jokes until the other person doesn't want it to be. And you really don't know how people are going to react to anything anymore. So it's better
Yeah.
just to mind your business.
This just turned left. He probably thought it was, just being funny, and then who knows?
That's why sometimes you just got to keep jokes to your friends and family, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't even just make jokes on people randomly anymore. You just can't.
All right, well, that is your rumor report.
You could get somebody taken down for that, like that type of.
It's technically bullying.
Is it?
Yes, it is bullying.
You say one more thing against me on this social media. Say something about.
I don't say nothing to you on social media. I say it to you on the radio. The hell are you talking about?
Yeah, you're right.
Jesus Christ.
You're right. But if you ever say something on him, I'm getting your face taken down.
I'll hit Adam right now and tell him to take your page down just because. He wouldn't even check why. All right. Okay.
Shout out to Adam, the head of
No.
Twitter.
Don't salute to
Shout out to
Adam.
my guy,
no.
head of-
Oh, that's
head
your
of
guy
Twitter.
now?
All
Okay.
right. Yeah, why not?
DM him right now. Okay.
Who you giving your donkey to?
4 after the hour, a woman from Florida who was identified as Miss Bristol needs to come to the front of the congregation. We'd like to have a word with her, and I think that she's going to open up quite the discussion, okay, that some of you ladies are just going to have to be honest about this morning.
Let's do it.
All right?
All right.
We'll talk about it 4 after the hour.
Donkey the Day's up next. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.